we can regret buying from the brands that we love the most. And that's the case for me as well with Longchamp. Hello, 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 and the warmest of welcomes to today's video. For those of you who haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Nick, fab to have you here. For those who have seen my face before, thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you enjoy my videos. I put out videos roughly 3 times a week on a range of different topics, anywhere from fashion to slightly more personal topics. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then please do head down, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I love chatting with you all. I'm all about living life loud, and what that means to me is being your authentic self, being proud to be you, and just celebrating who you are. Celebrating yourself, and of course, celebrating others. Hello. Were you trying to get my attention? When are you not trying to get my attention? Hey? It's one of the things I love about you. She was having a very relaxing morning of sunbathing in the window, which she loves to do. Obviously, we have to be careful because we certainly don't want her to get sunburned. But you were having a relaxing morning, weren't you? And now you want to come and interrupt the video. Okay. We're talking about Longchamp. What do you have to say? Not a lot. See, walked off. So, before I get into the video, there are a couple of things I just want to quickly show you, just because they are things that I have bought recently that I just think are so fun. And, you know, I'm all about expressing personality, as you know, and these pieces I think are a great expression of personality at really good price points, and they're just a lot of fun. So, an item I say I will never purchase is high-end kind of tech accessories. I don't see the point. I think technology moves too quickly. I actually think it's fun to have a different style of piece. So I bought these 2 phone cases that I think are absolutely fabulous. Now, I love the movie Scream. It is possibly the first horror film I ever watched. I'm a fan of the horror genre, and I love it. I also love Scary Movie. And I just thought this phone case was so funny with Ghostface and the pink, you know, corded phone. I just thought it was really, really funny and cute. And I saw that they did it in pink and also black. So I bought the pink for my personal phone, and I bought the black for my work phone. So I think that that's really, really good fun. It gets comments. It makes people laugh. You know, it was $12.99, I want to say, per case. You've got to just laugh at these things. So yeah, I thought that was a really fun little piece, expression of personality. I've been looking for a new phone case for a while, and I love the fact that I could get a matching set for my 2 phones. Anyway, the other things that I bought is I've recently bought 2 t-shirts from a brand called Philip Normal. And I don't know how many of you will have watched the program It's a Sin, but it's an absolutely phenomenal program. Please, please, please go and watch it. Really important message. And Philip Normal created a t-shirt off the back of the program It's a Sin, which had the word "la" across it, which is something that features in the program. And the money went towards the Terence Higgins Foundation. And I own 3 of those t-shirts. I own 2 in white, I own 1 in pink. And I wear them in a lot of videos. I wear them in the office. I wear them a lot, actually. I love them very, very much. And I definitely, if I had the opportunity to, would replace them, but I don't think they're available any longer. I think maybe only in red. Anyway, I was back on the Philip Normal website because so many of the items that are produced are just fun and playful, and I just absolutely love that. It's a brand that doesn't take itself too seriously, which I think is fantastic. So I bought 2 t-shirts, and they are, the first one here, so this is black with bright yellow writing in bubble writing that says, "I amuse myself." You've got to. When people say to me in a professional context about the way that I dress, particularly normally in a complimentary fashion, about how they like seeing someone who wears a lot of colour or is very expressive, and I always say, well, you've got to amuse yourself. You've got to enjoy it yourself. You know, whether everyone else around me enjoys it, I don't know, but if I want to wear a pink suit and I'm amusing myself, then I'm wearing a pink suit. So this felt very fitting for me in this I amuse myself. Then the other one that I bought is just really funny. And The situations you can wear this in are endless. Especially for someone who is an extroverted introvert like myself. And it says, "Sorry I'm late. I didn't want to come." How good is that? How good is that? Imagine wearing this to a party, okay? Because we know that we're not going to wear this in a casual sense. So we would wear the t-shirt, we'd wear a great tailored blazer. Over the top of it, we'd wear a good pair of black trousers and a very striking pair of stilettos. And this. So I'm showing the respect by coming dressed up. I'm showing the respect by putting in the effort. However, did I want to come? Did I not? You decide. You decide. I mean, the fact that I'm there probably says that I did, because if I don't want to go somewhere, I just decline. And when someone asks me, "Oh, why can't you make it?" Because I don't want to go. That's the reason. People shy away. They come up with lots of reasons and, you know, "Oh, how do I say that I don't want to go?" You just say, "I don't want to go. Can you please stop scratching my carpet?" Sorry about that. 3 scratching posts in this place, and she decides that she wants to have a go at the carpet. So, but anyway, this I just thought was really, really funny and playful, and so there we go. Right. Well, anyway, we've talked about those pieces for long enough. So let's talk about Longchamp items that maybe I shouldn't have bought. Maybe I shouldn't have bought. So I'm going to split this into 3 categories. I'm going to split this into the ones that I purely regret, that I'm just thinking, oh, waste of money for me, really. Shouldn't have bought them. Yeah, but they are what they are. Then, ones I just wouldn't buy again. Don't necessarily regret, glad to have. Well, not so much glad to have. Cool with having, but wouldn't buy again given the opportunity to do so, knowing what I know now. However, buying them at the time, I don't regret buying them at the time, but knowing what I know now, I wouldn't do it again. Then, ones that I thought I would regret. Ones that I got buyer's remorse from, but I now don't. But I now love. That now have a lot of value for me. So I'm going to share those with you. Anyway, let's quickly go through them. Let's start with the first. Ones that I absolutely do regret. Let's go with ones that I sold. So I had 2 of the Les Pliages original nylon briefcases or document cases. I had one in a beautiful purple, one in a blue. The reason I bought these was I love the colour. I did not love the brown leather. I don't love that on the original line. It's not my favourite. But I bought them because I love the colour. But ultimately the style didn't work very well. I found them annoying. I found the handles difficult because you couldn't put them over the crook of your arm, so you had to carry them top handle. They felt a little bit like a primary school book bag to me, particularly the purple, because that was a colour that wasn't too far off the primary school colour where I went to primary school. So yeah, they were fairly practical. You could fit quite a lot in them, but they also had no padding to them. So if you dropped that thing, it had absolutely 0 padding, and there was no point in putting an organizer in it, because all of a sudden you would lose so much capacity just by the fact you were trying to add a bit of padding and a bit of structure. So I ended up giving these away. I didn't sell them. I ended up giving these away, and I've not missed them a day since. I didn't spend a fortune on them. I think they were probably 70, 80 pounds at the time each when I bought them. But yeah, I haven't missed them since, but certainly a waste of money. And they were ones that maybe when I wasn't fully confident to buy the style of bags that I'm buying now, they were my entry point. And that's true of the next piece as well, or the next pieces, should I say, because I have 4 of these. 2 I regret more than the other 2. But so these are Les Pliages original travel bags. This one is in the XL size, which is absolutely massive. And then I also have 2 that are in the large size. And the large in yellow was the first Longchamp bag I ever bought. So it's a bit sentimental in that sense. The pink is my favourite out of the 4 just because of the colour. The 2 I regret the most are the XLs. And why don't I love these so much? Well, to be honest, I don't love the brown leather, as I've mentioned. I don't love the original line. These I just don't use very often anymore. They get quite heavy. They don't have a shoulder strap, so for a travel bag, that's not brilliant. I have no issue not having a shoulder strap on a handbag, so to speak, like a day bag or something like that. I'll carry a top handle. A travel bag, I really do want a shoulder strap on it. So these don't have a shoulder strap, but these can go cabin baggage. The reason I don't like these so much is because they can't even go cabin baggage, because they are 60 centimeter bases, I think, from memory. So you can't even use it as a cabin bag, but it's too flimsy to use in the hold. I wouldn't put this in the hold, it's not structured enough. So I'm not a huge fan of this. I only use these when I'm going on trips, and I am just able to put them in the car. But even then, the last few trips I've been on, where I've only needed kind of the one travel bag, I've used the London edition that I bought from the Regent Street store back in... Ooh, when did I buy that? When did I buy that? September last year? Yeah, I think it would have been September when I went to their when I went to one of their cocktail parties. So yeah, those haven't worked out brilliantly for me. Look, I've used them, but they were also some of the first Longchamp bags I ever bought. So again, I think they were just my entry point into buying into the brand. They just didn't work brilliantly. So that's that. And this was a more recent one, and this one slightly annoys me because I did think about this one quite a lot before I bought it. Comes in this dust bag. It's a great bag, don't get me wrong. I've just not used it. And I've just, every time I've gone to use it, I've grabbed something else. My Les Pliage Energy belt bag, and this is in the white. This is beautiful. When did I last use this? January of this year. When did I buy it? November of this year. I mean, I should be using this more because it's a great bag. I love white. I think it's a great bag. I think it's a great colour for a bag. I love the black leather as a contrast with the logo and the gunmetal hardware. But I'm just not a belt bag person. I'm just not a belt bag person. And the last few times that I could have grabbed this, I've actually ended up grabbing my mini Kurt Geiger flat bag, which is in that pink sort of fluff. So that's obviously not the official name of the material, you know, pink fluff. What would it be? I don't know. Pink fluff is now all I've got stuck in my head. So, but yeah, this was £165, I want to say. Have I got £165 worth of use out of it? No, I haven't. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. But look, maybe... I don't know. Maybe... I don't know when I'm using it. When am I using it? When I next go to a concert? That's not until November. Oh, I don't know. This is one that I'm not selling, but it's going to sit in my collection, but I can see it just being underutilized. Okay, now for the next two that are part of the wouldn't buy again knowing what I know now. Now, this was my first foray into really kind of the proper sort of top handle bag style, and the top handle bags from Longchamp. So this is a large Les Pliage collection piece. The size is great. It comes with a shoulder strap. It's fantastic. It's just not a palette that I naturally gravitate towards. I used it a lot when it was really the only one that I had. So particularly during 2020, I used this so much. And it was really the only one I had. However, do I pick it up at all? No. I haven't probably used this in 2 years. At least. And I think even then I probably picked it up, used it once thinking I should use it. The last time I used this, I think I was in Cornwall in 2022, which was summer 22. So yeah, it's been 2 years since I've used this bag. And I thought maybe I can use it as my gym bag, but I actually use my Les Pliage backpacks for my gym bags. Not that I go to the gym that often, but when I do. So yeah, look, it's a good bag. I have no gripe with it as a bag, and that's why I say it's not one I regret, because it did get a lot of use, and actually it still looks, I mean, in fantastic condition. I probably used this at least 75 times, but it's just not really my style any longer in terms of the print or the pattern. However, the bag style, yes, I would buy this size of Les Pliage collection again. Which is funny, considering the fact that the second one in this list, this part of the list, is in the same size. It's also a Les Pliage collection piece. Why don't I love this? because I don't love the kind of gunmetal canvas that this sits on. I love the black leather. I love the rainbow horse on the front. This was a release in 2021, I want to say. June 2021, I want to say this was. I got an email and within 2 minutes I'd called the store and it was on its way to me. So I have probably, I think this might be at the time it was the fastest I ever bought a bag. I think I bought a Mulberry Bayswater faster now, but this, there was no thinking, I just hit order. It's a nice bag. I get a lot of compliments on this. It's just not my favorite. I don't love the gunmetal, if I'm honest. I wish that this was either a lighter gray or black, and I think I would use it a ton. So yeah, this should get used more, doesn't get used very often, not looking to let it go, but for the £175 I spent, would I buy it again knowing what I know now? Probably not. There are other pieces I would prefer for that money. Now let's round things out with two that I thought I would regret and don't. And the first one is one that I actually did talk about regretting for quite a long time, and now I see the value in it. And this is my Les Pliages Small, and this was from the collaboration that Longchamp did with Pokemon. So, would that be Nintendo? But anyway, Pokemon collab. And this has the little Pikachus. It's very cute. It's very nostalgic. Not a size of bag that works for me. It's too small. I have used this twice, I want to say, in the three years I owned this. I bought this in summer 2021. I have owned it for 3 years. And I have used it twice. I've used it once for an event, and I used it once, I think just out and about or a dinner or something like that. But anyway, it clearly wasn't enough to really stick with me. Where do I see the value in this, and why don't I regret it now? I don't regret it because I love it decoratively. This has a lot of decorative value for me. It also holds specific pieces for me. So this, as an example, holds, well, it's got some dust bags in it, but it also holds my Aspinal of London travel wallets, which I used to help give it its structure. It holds some dust bags as well. So it's got a little bit of storage usage for me. But also it just sits on my chest of drawers in my bedroom, and it makes me smile whenever I look at it because it's a very pretty piece. The cat also loves climbing on top of it, and I do try and stop her because, you know, it's a limited edition piece and I don't want it to get wrecked. But, you know, she does her own thing, and who am I to tell her otherwise? So she's going to do what she's going to do. So yeah, she stands on this and she likes to sit on it as well. So I guess it has multiple. It has decorative value for me, storage value for me, and it's a seat for the cat. So there you go. £125, well spent. So my final piece is one I got instant buyer's remorse from when I was driving home from Bicester, and I went, oh my goodness, what have I done? Because I had bought something that I thought, it's not a colour palette that I wear. It's not a colour palette I massively enjoy. What am I going to use this with? Oh my word, it's a fantastic bag. Fantastic bag. And it is the large, at the time, now called the XL Longchamp Rousseau top handle. This bag is just fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. It's got this burgundy mock croc. Do I like burgundy? No, I don't. But do I love it on this bag? Yes, I do. It has then this kind of beige, burnt orange and black monogram. A palette I would go for, not really. But I just think it works so well. I love the mixture of the canvas with the high shine of the mock croc. It looks incredible after many, many uses. This is the bag that I grab when I feel like being a little bit more pared back. If I don't want to wear my mock croc Mulberry Bayswater, my black mock croc Mulberry Bayswater, this is the bag that I will grab. It fits a large laptop in it. It can fit everything in that you need. Really comfortable over the crook of the arm. I think a very chic and sophisticated shape. The mock croc I believe to be quite sophisticated and chic. The palette is chic and sophisticated. Although it is monogrammed, I don't find this to be overly obtrusive, if I'm honest. It's the typography, really. I love the silver hardware. I just think it's a beautiful bag with great attention to detail, very well made, has feet on the bottom of it. You can open it out if you want, so it can become a much larger space. I don't ever tend to need to do that, and I actually really like the shape when it is cinched. This bag is very similar to me to a Hermes garden party. I don't know which came first, but it's very similar to me to an Hermes garden party. You can buy them in full leather versions. You can buy them in seasonal variations. This was a seasonal variation, and I absolutely love it. Between this and my Aspinal of London totes, I've got the work bag thing covered. And I think these bags are some of the best work bags that you can buy. I think that's where they really come into their own. Don't use it as a day bag. Don't use it when I'm out and about. But I have other bags that I can use for that. And I think this really comes into its own as a work bag. So it's phenomenal. And I love it. And I regretted it for a while. And then I started using it and I went, why am I regretting this bag? This is a fantastic, fantastic bag. I've been talking about buying another one for a while. I nearly bought a black leather XL Rousseau. It just didn't feel, like I said, I have the work bag thing covered. If they came out with one in a really bright color or a really fun pattern, I would 100% buy it because I love it and I think they're beautiful. And maybe I would use that one if they had one, I don't know, that came out in some sort of pink pattern or this typography in yellows or pinks or blues. Maybe I would use that more as a day-to-day type of bag. But this one is just great for work. So, did regret, don't any longer, actually really love it. So there we have it, everyone. That's my list. So there is proof that, you know, firstly, what can feel like a regret can turn into something that you actually end up loving when you really find the value in it. And also, not everything you buy from a brand you love is going to work out. But let me know, are there certain pieces from Longchamp that you've owned and have regretted? Are there pieces from other brands that you regret that you bought? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much as always for watching. Look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now. Mwah.